You don't know if your producers, your managers, or your writers are dressing up in catsuits in their yard. So you need to humble yourself. This guy is screaming sin on a male that might be dressed up in a female costume. No sin is bigger or worse than another sin. I'm pretty sure you have tattoos. I'm pretty sure you smoke. I'm pretty sure you talk about sex in your music. I'm pretty sure you talk about crime in your music. What makes you any better? When you lot are in and out of prison, when you lot are surrounded by men in them jail cells, what? Do you forget that you could be considered as gay? You don't even know if your balls are not going to be fried up from all the weed and the alcohol that you're drinking and all the ejaculating that you're doing. You don't even know if you're going to have a son. So let's talk about it. Watagwan pa watagwan. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. So by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about a viral snap that's been going around on Twitter. If you're new to my channel and you do not know who I am, my name is Phillip, or Gode for short. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe to the ting. I woke up this morning and I came across this tweet, and it's just a random snap of somebody videoing a man that happens to be in a Halloween costume, like a catsuit, and he's got heels on and he's just with his mates. It looks like they're waiting for something or they're going somewhere. This individual is parked up in his car with his window wound down, shouting, saying that he should not be allowed in, like, you should not be around here. This is Angel Town, this is Brixton, whatever. Now, I had no clue who this was. I've gone onto Instagram and I've seen that it's a rapper named M24. Now, as I tell you all the time, I don't listen to like drill or anything like that, so I don't see why people would expect me to like know who this is. Since it's of somebody with a significant platform, I'm going to address it because I feel like this needs to be addressed, because men that come into an industry where they feel like they can still have the same narrow mind that they had before they got big, let's talk about it. My brother, you really didn't have to stop your car, or the car that you was in. It didn't need to be parked up there. You could have just kept your head straight and done what you needed to do. Instead, you wound down your window to be judgmental and spread hate. The man being in a cat costume does not identify his sexuality. The man being in a cat costume does not make him less of a man than you are. You spreading your toxic masculinity does not make you more of a man. You stopping your car and videoing somebody in a catsuit that you consider as wrong is a bit sus. Nobody knows this man. This man did not have his phone out. He was not trying to go viral. He was not trying to get nobody's attention. You have brought attention to this man minding his own business, enjoying Halloween. My issue with this world is you lot will constantly spread homophobia and toxic masculinity, and toxic masculinity is one of the things that I talk about on my channel a lot. So for anybody that comes and says, oh, you would be the one to talk about this, no, it's not that. I've been talking about toxic masculinity from the beginning of my YouTube channel. I talk about toxic masculinity. You lot will spread toxic masculinity. You lot will spread hate. You lot will be judgmental, and then you will say, you need to be saved by Jesus, you need to be this, you need to be that. But then when that person harms themselves, when that person ends up no longer loving themselves, you're going to use the same God that you used to shame them to tell them rest in peace. You don't need to actually do better. Deep that you actually stopped your car to say somebody that you don't even know what they are doing. This guy is screaming sin on a male that might be dressed up in a female costume. No sin is bigger or worse than another sin. I'm pretty sure you have tattoos. I'm pretty sure you smoke. I'm pretty sure you talk about sex in your music. I'm pretty sure you talk about crime in your music. What makes you any better? I'm pretty sure in the last year you've had multiple women and you are not in a stable relationship. Let's talk about it. Even back to Lil Nas's Halloween costume where he dressed up as Nicki Minaj. The comments, when I tell you the comments, a lot of them, people was talking about Jesus, come and collect us now, the world is ending. Like, people was just being disgusting. Now, I've just come across a response from this same said rapper, and he says, here we go, back at it again, trying to tarnish my name. I do not care if I'm liked or hated for this. I am from a place where I grew up knowing that behavior isn't allowed. Not because you internet warriors agree with this means that I should. There's no way my son will grow up to think that it's right for a man to dress like a woman. By the way, I'm no homophobic. I just don't agree with it. It's a matter of my opinion. You not agreeing with somebody and projecting hate on somebody is two different things. If you're projecting your view on somebody else, you're... Do you get what I mean? You cannot agree with somebody and stay in your corner and not interact with them, not speak to them. That's your choice. Do you get what I mean? You don't know if your producers, your managers, or your writers are dressing up in catsuits in their yard. So you need to humble yourself. Do you understand? You also need to calm down because you don't even know if it's gay people that are actually listening to your music. You don't even know if it's men that are dressed up in catsuits dancing around to your music. So you need to humble yourself and do better. What do you mean trying to tarnish your name? You are tarnishing your name by doing this kind of behavior. Like, you need to deep that the world is changing. The world has changed, and it changed many years ago. And projecting your hate, especially on social media when you have thousands of followers, come on, tread lightly. Do you get what I mean? Do better. By the way, I'm no homophobic. I just don't agree with it. It's a matter of opinion. You're sitting there with alcohol in your hand and weed and lighter, and you want to be questioning people about what they're doing with their life. You don't even know if your balls are not going to be fried up from all the weed and the alcohol that you're drinking and all the ejaculating that you're doing. You don't even know if you're going to have a son. So let's talk about it. People like this actually irritate me, you know? It's like, who do you think you are? And it's one thing that irritates me is that there's these rappers that say they want to change their life around. They want to change their life around. They want to build a better life for themselves and think that they can have the same mentality that they had before they was doing this. When you lot are in and out of prison, when you lot are surrounded by men in them jail cells, what? Do you forget that you could be considered as gay? Do you think when that man is rubbing past your back and touching your bum, that's not sus? When you're in and out of jail, like, those type of things is what you need to be worried about. That's the public image that you need to worry about. Since you're so concerned about what people are doing, what you need to worry about is being in and out of them jail cells and staying out of them jail cells so that nobody thinks that you love being in jail. Like, you don't actually irritate me. You need to do better. If you're going to project your judgmental hate onto social media, please know that people are gunning for you, and I'll be one of them. I don't care. Comment down below and tell me what you think. That was all for this Mixupguhdeh segment. As I always say, don't blood clot mix me. What a guan, what a guan.